What's up, Cowboys Nation? It's your boy back again with another massive update, and this time, we are talking about a headline that has absolutely blown up the NFL landscape. Yes, it's true, Chris Godwin is officially a Dallas Cowboy. This move, folks, is not just a typical offseason addition. This is a calculated, strategic, franchise-defining acquisition that could truly supercharge the Dallas Cowboys' offensive arsenal in 2025 and make them serious Super Bowl contenders. I know a lot of fans are buzzing, scratching their heads, maybe even raising eyebrows thinking, wait, how did this happen? Why Godwin? And what does it mean for the offense, for Doc, for CD, and the rest of the NFC? Don't worry, I've got all the details, all the context, and all the hype right here. So buckle up because this is gonna be one hell of a ride. So let's get into it. First off, let's talk about who Chris Godwin really is. We're not just talking about another wide receiver. We're talking about one of the most consistent, reliable, and productive pass catchers in the NFL over the last half-decade. Since being drafted by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers back in 2017, Godwin has quietly put together one of the most impressive resumes for a receiver of his generation. He's had multiple 1,000-yard seasons, including that explosive 2019 campaign where he put up over 1,300 yards and 9 touchdowns, solidifying his place as one of the league's top weapons. But what truly separates Godwin isn't just the numbers, it's how he gets them. His route running is smooth, precise, and lethal. He's got elite hands, rarely drops passes, and he can line up anywhere outside, in the slot, on the move, giving offensive coordinators maximum flexibility. He's not flashy, he's not a diva, he's just a pure football player. And for the Cowboys to land someone with that pedigree, that professionalism, and that football IQ, that's a massive win. Now let's take a moment to really understand the context of this move. Dallas has been criticized in recent years for being either too conservative or too reactive in the offseason. Fans have been frustrated. Why aren't we going all in? Why not make that one move to put us over the top? Well, this move is the answer. This is Dallas saying, we're not waiting anymore. We're ready to win now. And what makes this deal even more impactful is that it complements the current roster beautifully. Think about the offensive weapons the Cowboys already had going into this season. CeeDee Lamb, absolute beast, arguably top 3 receiver in the league. Then there's Brandon Cooks, a savvy veteran who can still stretch the field and make plays. But what they were missing was that reliable, possession-style, middle-of-the-field guy, someone who could be Doc's safety net on third downs, who could make contested catches, and who could absorb hits and keep moving. Godwin fills that role perfectly. In fact, he doesn't just fill it, he upgrades it. He brings Super Bowl experience, playoff toughness, and that chip on the shoulder mentality that this team desperately needs if they want to survive the brutal NFC playoff gauntlet. And speaking of Dak Prescott, let's talk about what this move means for him. There's been a lot of pressure on Doc the past few years. Whether it's fair or not, he's been labeled as someone who can't get it done in the big moments, who shrinks in the playoffs, who turns the ball over when it matters most. Well, now that argument just got weaker. You give Doc Lamb, Cooks, Ferguson, Pollard, and now Chris freaking Godwin? That's an elite supporting cast. That's a group of weapons any quarterback in the NFL would kill for. There's no more excuses. This is the year. This is the moment. Doc has the tools, the system, and now the receiving core to make a real run. If he doesn't capitalize on it, then maybe the critics have a point. But if he does, then watch out. Because this offense is suddenly dangerous on every single level. From a schematic standpoint, the possibilities are endless. You can put Godwin in the slot, have CeeDee Lamb out wide, and isolate mismatches all over the field. You can run quick slants, bubble screens, deep crossers, and option routes, and good luck to any defense trying to keep up. Godwin is a nightmare for linebackers, too fast and slippery. He's also too strong for nickel corners to press effectively. And his chemistry with quarterbacks has always been stellar, especially when it comes to timing and finding soft spots in zone coverage. With Mike McCarthy taking full control of play calling this season, expect Godwin to be featured heavily in early game scripts, especially on first and second downs. But beyond X's and O's, what's really special here is the culture fit. Godwin is a team-first guy. He's been praised over and over by coaches, teammates, and media for his work ethic, his leadership, and his ability to keep the locker room focused. That matters, especially in Dallas, where the media circus is always spinning and distractions are everywhere. Bringing in a veteran who's been through the fire, who's lifted the Lombardi Trophy, who knows what it takes, that kind of presence can stabilize and elevate everyone around him. And let's not forget about the injury recovery. Yes, Godwin's had some bumps. The torn ACL, the ankle issue. People were worried about his long-term durability. But let me tell you something, this guy is a machine when it comes to rehab. He's already back to full-speed reps, he's running routes with confidence, and by all accounts, he looks like his old self again, maybe even better. The Cowboys' medical staff did their due diligence. They would not green-light this kind of investment unless they were confident he could contribute right away. So what about the financials? Smart question. Everyone's wondering, how did Dallas pull this off? Well, it's no secret that the Cowboys have been restructuring contracts, making cap space, and preparing for a big move. They let a few veterans go, restructured some deals, and opened up the flexibility needed to make something like this happen. Godwin's contract is fair, not cheap, not outrageous. Somewhere in the $22 million per year range, likely front-loaded to give Dallas wiggle room in years 2 and 3. That's exactly the kind of smart cap management you need to make this type of deal without mortgaging the future. Now let's pivot quickly to the rest of the NFC East. This changes the entire division dynamic. Philly? Still dangerous, but that secondary is gonna have a tough time keeping up with Dallas' passing game now. The Giants? Better on paper, but still not equipped to handle this level of firepower. And Washington? Young, scrappy, but outgunned. The Cowboys' offense, as of now, is arguably the most well-rounded in the NFC, and with Godwin in the mix, they've got the balance, depth, and versatility to go toe-to-toe with anyone, including teams like the 49ers, the Lions, and even the Chiefs if they make it to February. Fantasy football managers, I know you're already licking your chops. Godwin in Dallas is a dream scenario. Yes, he may not get 10 targets a game like in Tampa, but the efficiency will go up. The red zone looks, the yak opportunities, the slot snaps, it all adds up to a high-ceiling WR2 with legit WR1 weeks. And in PPR? Don't sleep on those short yardage receptions on third down. He's gonna rack up those chains-moving catches, especially if Dallas leans pass heavy early in games. And for the fans, this move is energizing. It's bold, it's ambitious, it's the kind of move that says, we're tired of being good. We want to be great. Cowboys fans have been waiting years for that next-level commitment. For a front office that doesn't just play it safe but actually takes calculated risks. For a team that refuses to let another playoff run end in heartbreak. And now, for the first time in a while, it feels like that might actually be possible. Chris Godwin isn't just a player, he's a statement. A message to the locker room, to the fans, and to the league that Dallas is done playing around. They're here to win, right now. So what happens next? Training camp's coming. Preseason games are around the corner. Chemistry will be tested. The offense will need to gel. There will be hiccups, but the potential? Sky high. The ceiling? Super Bowl. And with a talent like Godwin added to this already potent group, the sky is not the limit, it's just the beginning. So, Cowboys fans, how are you feeling? Drop a comment below. Are you hyped about the Godwin signing? Do you think this is the move that finally puts us over the top? Or are you worried about the cost, the fit, or the injury risk? Let's talk. And if you're new to the channel, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, and turn on notifications because we've got wall-to-wall coverage all season long. From film breakdowns to insider analysis, we're riding this Cowboys train all the